Here we go. We made it. Happy Friday, everybody. Hashtag quick bits, hashtag Nachina and friends, hashtag quickie news, whatever you want to call it. We bring it to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Friday, we do the extended version where we bring you a topic that is going to make you see a different kind of reality. It's more like a folk tale reality, like what's going on out in the streets, what's going on in urban legends, like different kind of like categories of subcultures and subworlds around the world. And tonight we have specific topic. It's a very, I guess you would say, kinky in the sense that it makes you think outside the box. It makes you think about the prohibited world of spells, where in Spanish culture, I would say in Latin American culture, including Mexico, all the way to South America, I'm not being stereotypical, but they say that this recipe comes from Central America, where this is a spell that makes anybody, man or women, fall in love with you 1,000%. So we're going to get into that. We have plenty more information for you tonight. But before we continue, I want to introduce you to my co-host, Maria. ¿Cómo estás, Maria? How are you?
Hola, bien. Happy Friday.
How was your week?
It was good.
What did you end up doing?
Trabajar.
Man, Maria, you're one of those people that works like forever. You don't get tired of working. Do you see yourself working forever?
I hope not. I have a few more years to go to retire.
You're going to be selling elotes pretty soon.
Mejor me lo compro. Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Disculpa, no tenía el pinche sound effect. no, it's crazy how we live in a world where so many things are happening and yet everybody's in their own little world. So, we try to bring you every, I guess, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is the idea that you can see the real world, and that's why we bring you quick bits, like quick little stories that are going to make you see what's going on. And you want to get started, Maria, with some few stories, and then we get into the topic of Agua De Calzon, a.k.a. underwear water.
Okay, let's do it. I'm ready.
Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. That's the topic, Agua De Calzon. Remember, we're going to be talking about that. Love spell, how to make your loved one fall in love with you. Well, here we go. They're saying that there is a big problem in the United States, a crisis that's pretty much affecting like low-income communities, especially black communities, where they're saying that menthol cigarettes are killing them more than anybody else. Why? Because they start them young. And why? Because they're appealing. They're menthol. They seem cool. They seem like they're not going to harm you. It's just like a piece of gum. It's going to taste good. So there was a study done by UC San Francisco that pretty much concluded that this is an epidemic and it's killing African Americans in the United States like crazy, Maria. So they plan on banning them. They don't want to have menthol cigarettes anymore. So it's one of the first like blows to the cigarette industry in such a long time, because they've been controlling it. But now it's like, wow, this is revolutionary.
So are they going to ban it everywhere or just the low-income communities?
Everywhere in the United States.
Everywhere.
They said no more.
No more. Well, you know what? It's good because, cigarettes are not good for you. It's bad for your lungs. Makes you smell bad. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Yeah, they make your teeth fall. They give you side effects. So it's nasty, man. So if you see somebody with a box of menthols, be careful because, the cops are going to come after them and say, "Hey, puto, put him down, cabrón." And they're not going to mean the calzones, eh? No, but it's crazy, huh? Like, how times are changing. Like, I don't know. I think that's a good thing that's happening because I guess that's another way of saying, you know what? Forget about it. Just basically get into weed.
No, don't say that. No.
The way it's going, man, it's crazy. Well, let's get into the second story, Maria, of what's happening around the United States. It's the COVID vaccine. A lot of people have been very reluctant lately because they've been seeing a lot of side effects where a lot of people have been dying, and the media doesn't really cover this. So they're saying, Maria, that now there's a bunch of businesses offering free stuff like free beer, free hot dogs, saving some foods, on all kinds of different things around the United States. And supposedly they want to open up the businesses and just come back up and, open up the economy for themselves. And they see it as a tactic, but I don't know. What do you think?
I say be smart and don't take it.
Oh, Maria.
I mean, lately I've been seeing a lot of people dying, a day, 2 or 3 days after taking the vaccine. And that's for all three, Moderna, Pfizer, and Johnson & Johnson.
Oh, my God.
The only difference is that they decided to throw Johnson & Johnson under the bus.
Well, they say the three of them have the same ingredients. It's just a different name, right?
Yes. And if you actually research, there's an article in Newsweek, over 100 people have died from the Moderna and the Pfizer.
Oh.
So I say, Grasa, be careful.
Just be careful, take care of yourself and be careful.
Yes.
I don't know. I think like people that have had it already, you should check yourself for antibodies. They say that you already have a tolerance, not that much, but I mean, I don't know. It's kind of an iffy situation, but the way Maria sees it, she says, already millions got it. They already experimented enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, there was news on Channel 7 of a lady dying a day after getting the Moderna.
Oh, man.
There's another one on Channel 9.
This is Los Angeles.
This is LA local news. No, baseball there. I think it looks like they already lost. Come on. I know, my Alateros.
Dodgers are losing. What's
They
surprising? Nothing.
No.
They don't care about you. They're just making money out of you.
Oh, come on. Don't say that. I love the Dodgers.
What do you love about them? What do they do for you? They just sell you merchandise.
It's my favorite pastime. I love it.
No, I love them too.
And if they lose today,
I'm just being a
if they lose
bad
today,
person.
they'll win tomorrow.
I love the Dodgers. I love going to Dodger Stadium. It's an experience. It's a cultural thing. Like, you feel like a kid when you go there. And, oh, man, I just wish times were different because it really is a good time to go there to Dodgers, get a Dodger hot dog.
Well, I guess you and I are not going to go because apparently it's just going to be for people that are fully vaccinated.
Oh, I already got vaccinated, Maria.
You're such a liar.
Yes, I already did. Thank you. Johnson &
But
Johnson.
what, Agua De Calzon?
Cállate, let's get into the topic. Well,
Okay,
before we
okay.
do, I want to thank our friends at ISOautos.com for helping us promote a good service that they provide for the community, which is the fact that they can get you any car you want at a great price and at a great rate if you will need financing. So hit them up, ISOautos.com, send them a message, and they'll be happy to take your car directly to your house at no cost. Just bringing it to you, paperwork, everything done at your place. The most finest way to do a car business deal today. Well, Maria,
Yes.
here we go.
Vámonos.
The topic of the day, Agua De Calzon. What is it? In Latin American countries, is known as Agua De Calzon, a love spell that basically what it does, it makes anybody, I say anybody, man or women, fall in love with the person that gives them that thing, that water, the special
potion.
spell.
The potion.
Have you heard of that, Maria?
I don't know what it is. I've heard of it because I do have Central American friends, and they say it does exist.
It's what?
But it does. But, okay. Tell me what it is, exactly what it does.
Well, not being stereotypical what you said, but it is known that in El Salvador is where it comes from. And they say that it's basically practice where we're going to get into a video that talks about the whole thing, but I'm going to say that the video speaks in Spanish. So for those of you that don't speak Spanish, I'm sorry.
No.
Basically, it's a spell. And later, if you speak English and you don't want to look through the Spanish part, just fast forward what I'm going to put, and then I'm going to talk about the synopsis of the video right after that. So you ready, Maria, to get into this video file that pretty much dice lo que es Agua de Calzón?
Yes. Go ahead.
You're not going to be able to hear it, but I'll come back to you, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Hola mis queridos seres de luz, les habla su amiga la bruja del bosque, trayéndoles estos poderosos hechizos que les ayudará a salir adelante de todos sus problemas. Hoy les voy a enseñar a hacer la famosísima agua de calzón. Ya hay muchos videos de esta misma receta, pero luego le meten más ingredientes u otras cosas que al final hacen la receta más complicada y no les va a servir de nada. Yo les enseñaré a hacer la auténtica agua de calzón, la que se utiliza desde hace ya muchos años y siempre funciona. La receta es muy sencilla, solo es seguir bien las instrucciones. Para nuestra agua vamos a necesitar agua, la del garrafón o la que suelan tomar, una vela roja y tus calzones. Es importante que estos estén sucios al menos de 3 días. Entre más tiempo los traigas puestos, más fuerte va a ser tu agua. Esta agua la puede preparar un hombre o una mujer, el resultado es igual. Bueno, al comenzar a hacer tu agua, vas a prender tu vela roja. Esto va a ayudarte a potencializar tu agua, que tu pareja solo piense en ti, que esté a tus pies, que aleja a toda mujer o a todo hombre que lo esté buscando. Vamos a tomar algún recipiente, ya sea una jarra, un platón o lo que sea que quieras usar. Solo procura que este sea de barro o de cristal. El plástico casi nunca se usa para estos trabajos. El agua la vamos a dejar reposar. Ya después puedes vaciarla en una jarra o en un vaso de plástico. Primero vamos a meter nuestros calzones. Estos calzones es importante que sean de mínimo de 3 días de uso. Entre más días los uses, más fuerte va a ser tu agua y más rápido te va a funcionar. Luego vamos a vaciar nuestra agua. Puede ser la cantidad que quieras, ya sea que la uses para un solo día o puedes vaciar mucha para utilizarla poco a poco en más días. Vas a agarrar tus calzones y lo vas a exprimir muy bien. Que toda tu esencia se quede bien en el agua. Cuando estés haciendo esto, piensa en tu pareja, en que ninguna mujer lo va a buscar, en que estará manso, te obedecerá, solo va a querer estar contigo y solo pensará en ti. Ya que exprimiste bien tus calzones y el agua esté llena de tu esencia, vas a dejar reposar esta agua durante otros 3 días. Es agua, así que no le va a pasar nada. Puedes dejarla más días si así gustas. Después de que reposaste tu agua, solo le retiras tus calzones y puedes dársela de tomar de la forma en que tú gustes. Puedes dársela en cafés, en agua de fruta que prepares, incluso puedes dársela en alimentos como por ejemplo en la sopa o caldos que le des. Verás que si lo haces de la manera en que te dije, te dará resultados muy rápido. Recuerda que si quieres un trabajo más poderoso, puedes contactarme al número que te dejo aquí abajo y yo con gusto te ayudaré. Dale me gusta a estos videos, compártelos con tus conocidos y suscríbete a mi canal para poder ver más videos como estos hechizos poderosos que traigo para ti.
Sorry, I'm back.
Okay, no worries.
I think the bruja, the witch that was giving the spell in Spanish, at the end she was plugging her business, which is cool. And I want to thank our intern Andrew, 9-year-old Andrew that edited this video.
Hi, Andrew. Casey says.
He made the video look very small. He's like, I didn't want to reveal her identity. I'm like, cabrón, we have to. To give her credit.
Yeah, go ahead and give her credit.
Yeah, so La Bruja Buena. I'm going to say it for those that don't speak English, what it really was saying. It's pretty much a spell that has been going on for decades. And it's proven that it works. I know because I was a victim of it. Believe it or not, I'm here talking to you and it sounds surreal. It sounds like out of this world. But it happened to me with somebody that I was with, and not being funny. But I know I would never be with such an ugly person. Like literally. And I know you know who it is, my friend. You know who it is, and you know I'm right? It's somebody that we both know from the world that we live in. And tell me, Maria, do you think I would naturally fall in love with this person?
No.
Right. this person literally, not because I'm talking bad about this person, but if you really look at this person, she's not the most attractive person. Her personality is very rude, very condescending, and so on and so on. Long story short, I started dating this person a while back, and it happened out of the blue. And out of the blue, I fell in love with this person, like crazy in love, where I would have to go look for this person at the time that she would call me in the middle of the night. And she lived in the hood right here in LA. Like literally, I would go there and this is what I would hear. And I'm like, I'm in love. I'm here, I'm here. And even in the middle of the night, you would hear this. Elotes, cabrones, elotes. No, but crazy enough, like I did irrational things that really made me like, wow, like question myself. Long story short, there's a cure for it, and I'll talk about it at the end. But what I'm saying is that I went through it, and what this spell is basically going through is the fact that it's something that makes somebody fall in love with you like in a forceful manner. Don't you think, Maria?
I've never experienced it, but from what I hear, yes.
Because this person doesn't naturally want to be with you. Why would you want to change their perspective on you? You know, is your ego that bad that you gotta have it?
It's people that are afraid of being alone, I guess.
Or they just want a conquest. In Spanish, le llaman la conquista.
Could be.
I don't know what it is, but there's real cases that have happened out there. And Maria and I are friends, and we talk throughout the week about different things. Hey, what's up? How are you? Blah, blah. And this is a topic that came up, and we're like, you know, it happens more than ever. And you have two sides. You have the side that is the unknown, that is wondering what it is. I want to do it, see if it works. And you have those that have gone through it, and they're like, man, no mames, this is psycho stuff, because it's irrational. But let me get into the video, because I can continue giving my opinion forever and ever. I'm sorry.
No.
Sorry, Maria.
No worries.
But what the video was saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it was pretty much giving you the recipe to create this love spell, which is 3 things.
It's more of a love potion, no? Because you have to drink it.
Yeah. So you have to prepare it and give it to your significant other. And we're not endorsing to do any of this. We're just giving you information on what we think is out there for this spell. We've never done it. I've been a victim of it, and I'm not crazy. But it's pretty much...
Estoy imaginando la bruja de la, ¿cómo se llama? Little Red Riding Hood. No, Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood, la bruja.
No, Little Red Riding Hood. You don't even know what movie. Your Little Red Riding Hood didn't even have a witch. She had a wolf.
No.
Blancanieves.
Cuando le quería... Oh, sí, Blancanieves.
Maria, what decade are you in?
No. When she was making the potion for the apple.
Exactly. It's Snow White.
La bruja con la nariz.
Right.
With the big, ¿cómo se dice? The big thing on her nose. No. Yo soy viejita, se me olvidan las cosas. Go ahead.
Te la creemos. Just put us in the wheel.
Okay. Got it.
Not your ungrateful sobrinos. No tienes. No. Anyhow, what the spell consists of is a red candle. It could be any size, red candle. A bowl, because you're going to be putting water into it. And, most importantly, your underwear.
Your dirty underwear or just regular underwear?
Dirty, Maria. It has to be... It has to be worn at least 2 weeks prior to putting it on. And you have to wear it nonstop. Nonstop, you have to wear it. So imagine te la tienes que traer ahí que huela puro chicharrón loco. So,
but the people that drink it, don't they know that it smells? Why would they drink it? Oh,
there's some crazy people that, dude, today I met a couple that doesn't shower. I'm like,
Oh,
no mames. No
come
mames.
on.
They're like, sí, sabe a
Are they saving
calzón.
water because we're in a drought or
Huh?
what? Are they saving water because we're in a drought or what?
I think they are, so whatever they want to call it, pinches huevones. But the idea is that you have
So,
this concentrated juice of your essence, of your hormones, of who you are, your sweat. So you get the underwear in this bowl, and you get water, any kind of water, faucet water, bottled water, whatever you want. You pour it in there, like if you're gonna wash it, and you put it in there, and you start washing it. You start, shaking it in between, as they were saying in the video, and you're gonna do it to the point where you made it long enough, and you're gonna get that water, and you're gonna give it to your significant other, and they say that you can give it to them in whatever drink is preferably for them, so they can not tell the difference. But man, it's a
probably a
nasty,
beer.
it's a nasty thing, because I honestly went through it, and it's horrible because I don't know if it has a psychological effect based on the hormones that you ingest from this person, or some sort of I don't know, DNA activation that makes you go
So
crazy
tell
for
us
that
more.
person.
You just wanted to see this person? You just wanted to have sex with this person? What were you feeling?
Desperate. I felt desperate to be with this person. I felt jealous, like I wanted to be next to this person,
Um,
obsession wise, like
you were
it,
possessive.
and it started
Okay,
growing.
got it.
It started growing
Oh,
from
no.
nothing to like, no mames, like this chick is calling me at 3 a.m, and I'm not sleeping because I'm thinking about her. And she calls me, and I jump in a flash.
Ándale.
I'm even ashamed of admitting it because, dude, like, it's irrational. It's not logical, but I did it. And they say it works. The one thing that I'm going to say is don't do it. Don't do it, because if you're that desperate to get somebody, that's your ego. Put it on check and find somebody that loves you for who you are, and not because you want to, I don't know, conquest somebody or be
I
there.
just say don't mess with the dark side because that
Yeah,
you don't do
it's
that.
nasty. It's
Yes.
nasty. It really is nasty. And there, for those that have suffered from it, and you feel like desperate, all I can say is this: if you want to find a way to get out of it, get into church, get into God, ask God to do it. Yeah, you can go ask a human being, but make sure this human being that's gonna be out there offering services to help you, because there are in every culture. I've seen it in every culture, Asian American. Everybody believes in the good and the evil, and there are those
Exactly.
that have the gift, right? But go with those that don't charge you. Go with those that say, you know what, if you want to give me something, it's on you. But those that have the gift, and trust me, they said the one thing that happens at the end when you break a spell like this is that it goes back to that person. And now the effect takes effect on them, on somebody else, so they become the victim because they were trying to screw somebody over. So it's kind of like the law of karma coming back to get you and bite you in the ass.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, you're sounding like Edith, yes.
Karma, no, karma, yes. Captain bites you in the ass. So
Yeah,
if I were you, do good.
yeah.
Because if you do bad, sooner or later, póntelas, de verdad. Where you least expect it, that's where it gets you.
You know, a lot of people say, oh, it's okay, you only live once. It's okay to do bad. Who cares? Nobody knows what's on the other side. It's all good and blah, blah, blah. Technically, yeah, because, obviously once you go to the other side, you don't come back. But, there's instances where there are individuals that are able to kind of like tap into different realms, different energy levels. And they've seen what it is. And I think written text in religions is written for a purpose. Some say it's for mass manipulation, but others say that it's a manuscript to the way you gotta be, so you won't end up crossing to the other side of the evil side. I have a friend, Pulpo. You've seen him here on the show now and then. Well, Pulpo, he's been around the underworld a lot because he's a tattoo artist, and so he travels throughout the world, and he says that he's tattooed the worst of the worst. People that you see them and they have the devil in them. And that they don't do anything to him because he doesn't project that energy of like, let's harm each other. It's more like,
Mm-hmm.
hey,
Mm-hmm.
don't mess with me. It's all good. And what he
Yeah.
was telling me that stayed with me was something crazy. He was telling me that he met a lady from a cartel in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not going to say any names, but that this lady was helping the bad guys, well, those guys in that cartel, get away with murder. Like, oh,
Oh.
this is going to happen. This is what's going to come about. And
Oh.
as that was happening, she pretty much stayed working for them because she had no other choice. But in this kind of like world, he asked her, have you seen the devil? And she said, yeah, I've seen him. I've seen him twice. She said,
Ay, that's scary.
yeah. And like, she said that once she saw him like a dog, like a dark dog with the evil eyes in the middle of the night. And she knew and she smelled that sulfur. Sulfur smell, like gas burning. Long story short, that was one. And that the other time, she had met a leader in that organization that was a woman. And that nobody would see this woman face to face, only the main guy. Because this woman did not give permission to anybody to look at her. Like, you had to bow down to her.
Oh.
Yeah, and when this
So she thought she was a queen?
well,
I guess.
this is what happened. When she met the person, that lady, she told her, you can look at me, mija. It's okay. And that when she saw her, she looked at her eyes were completely black. like the devil, like an evil thing, like evil spirit.
Possessed.
And it looked like if she was floating, like not walking, but like floating, very skinny, very pale, and that she saw like an evil spirit alive in front of her, and that
Oh my God.
and that nobody could tolerate that sight, because after she saw this person, basically she started shivering. She couldn't control herself, like that. She felt the worst of the worst, like fear in the world, and she said, "I knew it was that." But with all this topic, I mean, we don't want to endorse any bad behavior, but we bring it to you because it's here. It's part of. It's part of. But I guess what we're saying is, be good. Don't do bad to anybody. Don't force anybody to do anything if they're not attracted to you naturally. Don't kill their vibe. That's all I can say, because you're doing something that was not meant to happen. I don't know. I guess that's how I see it. What do you think of it?
Exactly. No, if it's not meant for you, it's not meant for you. Let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Y como dice mi mamá, te hace la paga. So be careful.
La paga. And I believe that there's another world, and once we leave this world, and I think it is what they say, that it's a different realm that you go to when you kind of like either do good or do bad in this realm called world, called now reality. And as a human, as this kind of creature that we are, once you go to the other world, you either go to the bad side or the good side. And I don't know. I believe that there's both, because I was affected by something like that, seriously. And it's crazy. It's crazy to be in a near-death experience, because at the end of the day, this is what causes. If you don't cure yourself, the person either goes crazy completely, or their whole body just kind of like kills them.
Breaks down?
They die.
Oh, wow.
So I was lucky enough not to go through that whole effect of that thing, but survived it. And I'm here to tell you that it does exist. And no sean cabronas, que las quieran por bien. Cabronas, that's all I can say. Maria, thank you so much for being a trooper.
You're welcome.
I want to see if you want to come back next week. We buy
Sure.
really good.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay?
Claro que sí.
I'm going to take you to Dodgers one day.
Okay. But
Mínimo
we're going
pinche
to have
hot
hot dog.
dog. Mínimo pinche elote, because you're not getting the vaccine anytime soon, so Dodgers won't let you in.
We'll plan. We'll find it. We'll find a way.
We'll find a way.
Eventually.
Even if we watch it eating a hot dog, I don't know, somewhere.
Yes, yes,
But
yes,
thank you.
Exactly. You're
Thank you,
welcome.
and I'm sorry that I didn't let you talk as much.
Oh, that's okay.
But I want to conclude the show with your last thoughts. What do you think about this whole thing? And yeah, just a perspective on the whole topic. What you got out of it.
Yeah.
Not based on my opinion. Whatever you want to say.
En el mundo hay bien y hay mal. So uno tiene que decidir para dónde irse, para el bien o para el mal. Porque recuerda que si haces el mal, nunca sabes lo que va a pasar después de la muerte. So, be careful.
Y esa madre, al cabo nadie sabe qué va a pasar. No, be
Yeah,
good and
because
do good.
I hear when you die, you ascend to heaven. But what happens if you don't go to heaven and you go someplace else?
They say that you're reborn in this hell.
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, let's enjoy each other. Let's enjoy this moment called life. And yeah, that's the basic recipe. Underwear water. How to make somebody fall in love. You give them dirty water from your
underwear water. Agua de calzón.
Agua de calzón. Cuidado con esas viejas feas, ¿eh? Thank you, María.